Hi witches, blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. How are you witches? Welcome to the Witch's Lair. Thank you so much for being one more Monday with me, and thank you so much for the support on the video from last Monday on Antonio Pagliarulo's book, The Evil Eye. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you gave, not only to the video, but also to the author. I trust deep in my heart that that is a book that whoever bought it is going to greatly enjoy it. Today, I have a video for you that was a request. And throughout my history in YouTube, I get a lot of requests for love spells. And you guys know that I do not share a lot of love spells in this channel, particularly because I firmly believe that nobody has the right to manipulate anybody else's feeling for that person to fall in love with you, for that person to be with you, or for this person to just have eyes for you. I think that is not fair. And if it was you, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want anybody doing that to you. So I don't like share videos like that. However, there's a big however. Today there's a big however. The video that I'm going to share in here today, I think is justified. And I'm going to explain you why. Listen, witches, I am not the type of witch that is a man hater. I actually love men. I love what men do. I enjoy being around male figures. I have beautiful male figures in my family. My father was an amazing man. My brother is an amazing man. My brother-in-law is an amazing man. My husband is an incredible man. I am not going to be a man hater. And I'm saying this because I know that the few guys that I have in the channel, they may see this video and they're going to say, White Raven, why are you teaching those things to the girls? You know, that's not unfair for us, the guys. And listen, witches, let me be very clear. The video that I'm going to share with you today is to control your man's nature. And I hope you understand what I mean with your man's nature. I'm not going to be able to say specific names in here in this video. YouTube is getting very picky lately, and there are certain words that maybe you don't want to say. But this video is for you to control your man's nature. Again, I don't want you to think that I'm contradicting myself. I still think nobody has the right to control anybody's love and desire, but just because there's certain instances in which spells like these are 100% necessary. It is very sad the amount of women that I know personally, that have been infected by venereal diseases and diseases that you cannot cure because of their man being a pipi caliente. That's how we say it in Spanish. So, you know, a little picaflor, you know, putting their pipi in places that they shouldn't be. So it's unfair. If you are a wife, that you're at home, and you're extremely concerned because your man is a pipi caliente, like he's put his nature in places that his nature should not be, and you are afraid for your health because then he comes you and, you know, he puts his nature on you too. This video is for you. If you need to control that urge that man has, those infidelities that he has in the street, because after all, he's putting your health in danger. This spell is for you. Now, ladies, or whoever is watching this channel that likes man, if this is because you are obsessed with this guy and you want him to be yours and nobody else, this spells may not be for you. Remember, witches, whatever you do in this life and you're not justified will come back and bite you in the ass. It's going to have a really nasty way to come back and get even. So please make sure that if you're going to do this spell, you are indeed in the right. This spell is from this amazing book and this amazing Hoodoo Conjure woman that I love so much, Starr Casas. This book is called Hoodoo Your Love. I recommend for you to check it out. It has great information as well as great spells and also some recipes. So check it out, witches. It's a good book. And it's going to be a pretty simple hex, a really simple curse, a really simple spell, however you want to call it. Depends on your intentions. Now for this spell, witches, we're going to need a few basic things. Some other things you're going to have to go out of your way to find. I do not have substitution for any of this because this spell is not mine. Remember that your magic is going to go as far as you go and as far as you take it. Magic sometimes takes a lot of hard work for you to finalize and complete a spell. If magic was very easy, anybody will be doing magic. So please make sure do not cut this spell short if you want to be successful in your outcome. So let me share with you the things that you're going to need, which is this spell is going to take a lot of ingenuity from you, okay? Because there's a few things that you're going to have to do and you're going to have to figure out how to do them. But for now, you're going to need 3 red candles. You're going to need 3 of these ones. I'm going to put my candles in candle holders. This is not necessary if you don't have them. I'm just going to put them here. Which is, you are going to need some calamus for this spell. I do have calamus in my website because I know it sometimes can be a little bit hard to find, but you're going to need some calamus. You are going to need whiskey. Any whiskey that you prefer, you're going to need some whiskey. If you want to be discreet about this spell, you can buy the little bottles. No, it doesn't have to be Johnny Walker. It could be any whiskey that you choose. You are going to need bend over oil. I also have it in my website. This is one of my hot sellers, which is you are going to be needing 2 roots. The root that is going to represent you in the spell is going to be Jezebel root. Looks something like this. The root that is going to represent that unfaithful pipi caliente man is going to be John the Conqueror. You're going to need a piece of paper. You're going to need a red baggie. Preferable flannel if you have red flannel. I have this leather one, but then again, I'm not making this spell for me. This is just for the purpose of this video, but you need a red baggie. Now, in the book, Starr Casas requests for you to have 2 dimes, 2 silver dimes, one's with the year of your birthday and one with the year of his birthday. But the truth of the matter is that silver dimes have not been done since 1964. So if you were born after 1964, you're not going to find, I was born in 1970. If you were born in 1980, if you were born in 1990, you're not going to find a silver dime with the date or the year of your birth date. So she suggests that you can also use magnets. In this particular instance, you're going to need 2 magnets. One that's going to represent you and one that's going to represent him. So these are easy to find. You can go to any craft store and you can get a magnet like this. Now, this is when things get a little bit more intricate. You have to measure the nature of your man and you have to figure out how to do this. It's entirely up to your imagination. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get a ruler and you're going to say, hey, can I measure your nature? You know, because that's not going to happen. Men love to brag, actually. There are some books that explain you how you can do this. I can give you a suggestion, and I read in one of the books that I have in here on how to do, you know, paper magic and core magic. When you are getting busy, make sure to use your hands and, you know, use your hands and measure. And once you know the measurement, at least an approximate measurement, you want to cut a red cord with that measurement because you need to have something that symbolizes your man's nature when he's actually working, not when he's asleep, when he's awake. Listen, I really hope you understand my symbolic speech in this video because you don't understand how picky YouTube is getting lately. So there are things that I'm not going to be able to say, but I hope you guys understand. So the last thing that you need to know that you need to do, this cord, which has to be soaked in your man's love juice. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to say with love juice. And so, without further ado, let's get into the spell. Okay, which is now that you have your cord with your man's nature's measurements soaked, or it has been soaked in your man's love juice, you're going to create 9 nuts. And every time you create one of these nuts, you're going to state your petition. In this particular case, you're going to create a nut and you're going to say, I'm stopping you for fucking around and you make another one, I am stopping you for fucking other girls. And witches, be very specific. I'm just trying to be here a little bit decent when I'm talking because of YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. You're going to create 9 nuts, and every time you create that nut, you are going to state your petition and put your intentions and visualize exactly what you want. This is your man's nature. Once you finish with that, get your paper, and in your paper, you're going to write 9 times the name of your man. While you're doing this, witch, make sure that you're putting your intentions and that you're thinking about what you're doing. After you write his name 9 times in the paper, you're going to write yours in top of it. After you write your name in top of his name 9 times, you're going to write the words bend over. Bend over. Bend over. He's bending over to you. Bend over. Now that you finish with your name and his name and the words bend over, you're going to grab your bend over oil and you're going to put a dab of bend over oil in the 4 corners of the paper. Okay. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And then you're going to draw a cross in the paper. All right, now witches, place your cord in the paper, get the roots that represents him and the magnet that represent him and put it also in the paper. Get the root that represents you and the magnet that represents you, put it in the paper. We are going to sprinkle some calamus in these workings. Now, witches, you have to be discreet about this. Obviously, you do not want your man to see this working. The moment that your man sees this working is broken. So make sure that he does not see what you're doing. So I'm pretty sure you can be discreet. We're women. We know how to do these things. Make sure you put calamus all over. All right. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to put the 3 candles in a shape of a triangle. You want to put one in the top. Let's anoint the candles. Some calamus on this side. Put it in here. You can definitely powder calamus if you want this softer. Calamus, witches, is one of the most powerful things for when you are doing commanding spells and bend over spells. Calamus and licorice root. Just put some oil around your working. Not so much. You don't have to just... and sprinkle the calamus over it. Okay, witches, your working is going to look something like this. What you are going to do, witches, you are going to light the candle one at a time, and you're going to start at the top candle. Now, while you are burning this candle, witches, make sure that you are focused in your intentions and in what you want. What you're going to do, you're going to burn 1 candle per night. The following night, you are going to burn the candle to your left. And the last night, the last candle. While you are burning this candle, witches, make sure that you are voicing your intentions. You are commanding the nature of this individual. You are prohibiting him to fuck around. You are stopping him from having sexual relationships with other women, and he could be bringing an illness to you. at home. So once all your candles are burned, you are going to grab everything that is left in your pile. It's going to be the wax of the candles that were burned, and you are going to put them inside that baggie. So let's put the roots. Make sure these two magnets are together. Put this inside the bag as well, witches. Put some of the calamus in there, and you don't have to put all of it. Once you have the bag ready, witches, you are going to feed it with some whiskey and some bend over. Close it. The next thing that you're going to do, witches, you are going to blow on this bag 3 times. After that, witches, you're going to put this baggie between your mattress and your box spring. You're going to put it in the bed under there. Make sure he does not see this baggie, because if he sees the baggie, the spell will be broken. The spell will stop working. And I'm following Starr Casas' book, Hoodoo Your Love. Strongly recommend for you to check this book out, especially if you have problems in love, if you have a man that likes to look around. Listen, witches, there is no need to stay with a man that is unfaithful and putting you in this potential danger of getting you sick because he is fucking around. But I understand we have our reasons and we all have our circumstances. So I hope from the bottom of my heart that this spell works for you. Feed this bag at least once a week. I will do this on Fridays. I will grab my baggie, I will open it and feed it again some whiskey, and I will also feed it some bent over oil, and I will chant on this: I am controlling your nature. I wish you the best, witches. Stay with it, witches. Thank you so very much for being here with me one more Monday. Witches, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give me a like. It is the only way that my videos are going to travel across the universe of YouTube. If you find this beneficial for you, please do not leave my video without giving me a thumbs up. And if you can drop a comment, I will greatly appreciate it. I need your likes and I need your comments in order to survive in this universe. So I hope you help me out. Remember that I'm in Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. I need 50 people in my Instagram to have 2,000 people. That's so exciting. I'm so excited. So visit my Instagram account, White Raven and Witch's Lair, Pinterest, White Raven and Witch's Lair, YouTube, Facebook, White Raven and Witch's Lair. If you have any questions, you can email me, alayerofthewitch@yahoo.com. Witches, I don't work for people and I don't do consultations. So if you want a spell, let me know. Hey, White Raven, can you share a spell on this and this and this? Like this spell today. One of you guys requested it. And last, remember that I have a beautiful website, whiteravenandwitcheslair.com, in which you can find calamus, and you can also find my bent over oil and some many other things that are a lot of fun. That's it, witches. Listen, witches, make sure that you are justified whenever you are doing any type of workings like this. You must be fair in your workings. If your man is being unfaithful to you and he's putting his nature in places that are dangerous and then coming home and potentially getting you sick, this is definitely the spell for you. Remember, witches, you must stay so very smart, because knowledge is power. But with all that knowledge, it is very important that you stay so very wicked. Bye. Give me a like.